They won and did it in spectacular fashion. The Georgia Gym Dogs are the national champions for the 3rd year in a row. Join us. This is Suzanne Yocklin Gym Dog Show is next.
And the Dogs' deed is done.
What can I say? They were the best. They really stood out. They put it all together when it counts, and that's what the sport's all about.
What a routine.
And that just may do it for Georgia here tonight.
Wow.
The Gym Dog Show is brought to you by Melwood Springs. Melwood Springs from the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia.
Hi, welcome to the Gym Dog Show. I'm Suzanne Yocklin, and this is Jay Clark, and this is Georgia's 8th NCAA National Championship trophy. We just got back from Salt Lake City with our 3rd title in a row, 8th overall. And if you've been following us all season, you know what we've been going through with injuries and ups and downs. And we couldn't be more excited right now to deliver this to the Georgia fans and the University of Georgia.
Well, what a great championship it was. I mean, to go through the adversity of losing 2 All-American seniors, as Suzanne stated, you know, if you've been following us, you know exactly the condition that we were in, and to have to put you know, Paige Burns in a key spot, Nikki Childs in a key spot, who had not done floor for us all year, and to have those kids come through the way they did, and to really, you know, in a hostile environment with 14,000 Utah fans, it just was an amazing, amazing feat.
We got into the head of Florida and Utah, and the other teams are like, we can't count out Georgia, and it was just an incredible day. Let's just go through it briefly, Jay. We started the first day on the balance beam, and the key routine was Grace Taylor to start us out with the 9-9, Courtney Kupets ending with the 9-9, and both of those 2 individuals became first-team All-American because of their performance on Thursday. And after balance beam, we rotated over to floor exercise.
Right, and getting started with Nikki Childs and not really knowing, kind of an unproven commodity on the floor exercise for us this year. She had done 1 meet at Kentucky, and then I think she had done exhibition 1 other time. So we really weren't sure what we were going to get. We had tinkered with some tumbling with her all year long, and she just did a great job. I believe she started us out with a 9.85 and really set the pace. And you could almost feel the air release from the balloon a little bit. Once we got past that floor routine there, we felt like, okay, we're going to be okay.
Tiffany Tolnay and Courtney Kupets scored high enough to make them first-team All-Americans on floor and advance them to the individual finals. So we finished the floor rotations with 6 hit floor routines and everyone in bounds, and that really kept it going for us and set the pace for going over to vaulting.
But when Paige ran down that runway and did what she did, I just absolutely could not believe the vault that kid did. She nailed it, went 9.875. Megan followed that up with a 9.9, and we were on a roll from then on.
And Marcia
Right.
came back and stuck her vault. So those first 3 up were just unbelievable. It's amazing how much momentum and how much just confidence you can get when the momentum just keeps rolling and rolling. But Megan Doolin and Marcia Newby and Tiffany Tolnay and Courtney Kupets all became first-team All-American on vaulting and on floor exercise. Courtney Kupets scored a 9.95. So Courtney was 9.9 on beam, 9.95 on floor, 9.95 on vaulting, and finished up the meet with a 9.95 on bars. So a 39.75 all-around for Courtney Kupets. Just an incredible all-around score for the afternoon round. And we just left Thursday pumped up, psyched up, beat Florida. Waiting, you know, the evening round still had to go on, but we set such a high score that we were pretty confident nobody would touch our team score, and nobody would touch Courtney Kupets' all-around score.
So that's pretty much how it went on the first day. The second day, we knew that we wanted to start on the bars. We had sort of talked about starting on bars, and that's exactly what we drew, by bars. We knew that would be a favorable rotation for us, and it would make it so that we finished on vault while Florida was on bars. And let's take a look at the highlights of the second day.
Second up is Marcia Newby. Now, Marcia was put into this position in the lineup after Kelsey Erickson had an injury a week and a half ago. But Marcia has had a lot of experience on bars this year. And you can see that experience has boded her well right now because she's really handling the pressure. Nice high to Kachev. She's hitting all of her handstands. Now, this is where Marcia normally has her problem, is right here on the dismount. But today, she sticks it, and she gets a career high of 9.9, and there's no better time to do it than in the Super 6 finals of the national championships. Third up is Tiffany Tolnay. Tiffany had a big step on her bar dismount in the first day of competition. You can see she's very nice amplitude on everything, hitting all of her handstands. We really have a lot of momentum going for us right now. Uneven bars is a good event, and we were really excited when we drew this event first up because it means we finish on vaulting. There's a beautiful giant full from Tiffany. She gets ready to dismount, a front double tuck, and a small hop, a very small hop for another 9.9, so that's 2 9.9s in a row. Great routines to start out our lineup. Next up is Grace Taylor. In the preliminary round, Grace had a good competition all the way through. She just really looks very, very confident right now. She's hitting her handstands. All of her positions look good. Her form is good. We are really on a roll in this first event. Let's just hope we can keep it going here. There's another nice handstand. Grace just needs to stick her dismount, and I think we'll get a big score from her. Here comes her double layout and a step on the landing, which is supposed to be a 1/10 deduction. She scores a 9.875. Last up is Courtney. Now in the preliminary round on Thursday, she scored a 9.95 on this routine. Let's see if she can hit this ray. A little bit in close for a little bent arms right there on the catch. It's a difficult skill, and it's not a big deduction at all. She's hitting all of her handstands so far. She looks great. She needs to continue to hit this last handstand, which is right here. Sometimes she has problems, but nope, it's right up to vertical. Now all we need is a stuck dismount, and she'll have a big score. There's her dismount, double layout, and a small hop forward for a 1/10 deduction, a score of 9.9. That's too bad because Courtney was really on her way towards a 10. But a great bar rotation for Georgia, scoring a 49.425 on the first event. That's a huge beginning for us. We're headed over to balance beam, and on Thursday we just rocked on this event. Hopefully we can keep it going today. Florida's now over on the floor exercise. At the same time, Georgia's on beam, and Utah's over on vaulting, so there's a lot of action on the floor right now. Everyone competing at the same time. Grace has been very consistent on the balance beam as our leadoff performer the entire season. Yesterday, she scored a 9.9 in the first day, which made her an All-American on this event, a freshman first-team All-American on the balance beam, which is a huge accomplishment for Grace. And so far, she has no wobbles, no deductions. There's her front aerial, beautiful, and her standing back layout. Whoa, double swing surf right there, but she stayed on, and that's what's most important. She stayed on the beam, she sticks her dismount, and she still delivers a 9.85, which is a great start. Second up is Nikki Childs. She had a great routine yesterday, scoring a 9.85 in the first round of competition. As I said, Florida's over on floor exercise. The meet is really close right now after the first rotation between Florida, Georgia, and Utah. Up, wobble from Nikki. And that's not the end of the wobbles, unfortunately. She does have another one, a small wobble right there on the front aerial. And then here on her leap combination, another wobble. So a lot of mistakes for Nikki. That's unfortunate because she's been very solid on this event the entire season. So I'm a little surprised to see that. She scores a 9.775. And here comes the routine, under pressure, the focus that's needed. Courtney McCool right here nails this routine for the best routine really on balance beam all weekend from a Georgia gymnast. Just absolutely perfect. And after watching this routine on video and during the competition, I do not know where the deduction comes. Maybe you can find it because you're going to see the whole thing here, but I do not see a deduction at all in this routine. Everything has perfect execution, amplitude that's phenomenal. And she also sticks the dismount at the end, so it'd be interesting to know where the judges took the half a 10, because to me this was a 10-0, perfect 10 beam routine. Now she gets closer to the end. She's got a front aerial right here to finish up her skills. And so far, like I said, she has not even had a check or a shoulder drop on any dance skill or any gymnastic skill throughout the routine. She gets ready for her dismount, which is a round-off double full. And it's hard to land. A lot of girls cross their legs on this dismount when they're in the air, but not Courtney. She really executes this dismount perfect. You see the double twist for a complete stick, just perfect routine, and scores a 9.95, which gets our team back on track on balance beam. And we really needed that after those wobbles at the beginning. So that was a huge clutch performance from Courtney. This was a big event for us. After the mistakes at the beginning, Courtney McCool nailing, Courtney Kupetz getting a 9.85, and now Katie Heenan also hitting a beam routine for a good score. It's what we needed right there, and it really propelled us and kept us in the competition because we did not come off that beam, a 9.9 from Katie. So we salvaged beam, started out rough, and came through with a good beam score at the end. kept ourselves in the competition. And you can see after 2 rotations, Georgia and Utah are tied with a 98.75.
The Jim Dog Show is brought to you by
Ask Suzanne, brought to you by McCarr Homes. And this week's question is, how many All-Americans did Georgia have at the national championships? And the answer is, this year we had 6 girls receive a total of 15 All-American awards. That's Ask Suzanne, brought to you by McCarr Homes. Welcome back. Well, now after the midpoint of the competition, we are tied with Utah, a couple tenths ahead of Florida, and things are looking good.
Yeah, and you got to feel good about finishing up on floor and vault. So let's take a look at the floor exercise rotation for the national championship.
Now we rotate over to floor exercise. It's a tied meet between Georgia and Utah. The team does not know the scores. They do not know that we're tied for the lead. They do know that we're still in it, though, and they are fighting strong. Nikki's first up, and a nice first pass from Nikki on the first day of competition yesterday, Thursday. She had a good routine on floor exercise, starting us out with a 9.8, and all we need is a solid routine, nothing special, but oh, that's a fall, 5/10 deduction, and a lot of pressure now on the rest of the lineup. As you know, at the SEC Championships, mistakes on floor cost us the title. Also the UCLA meet, mistakes on floor, so that's been our nemesis all season. This is a huge routine right here for Grace Taylor, a lot of pressure right here. She nails the first pass, double pike. You cannot do it any better than that. She has a remarkable, remarkable routine throughout. And look at that second pass. You can't do any better than that either. Just a great routine. She's finishing up here with her 2.5 twist. A small 0.5 deduction, but this routine is so much better than the first day. Grace has really just got our team fired up right now. We are really inspired to keep this thing going. She delivers a 9.9, and as it turns out, the next 4 routines will also be 9.9 or higher. So that was just a great start from Grace after the fall from Nikki. Next up on floor is Katie Heenan. A great first pass, really strong landing. Her middle pass is a double pike. And you can tell the momentum is just growing. The team is really, really just one routine after another. It's just a snowball effect right here. They are fired up, they are focused, and they want this 3rd in a row national championship right now, 8th overall for Georgia. They are just ready to go. You can see the spark as they run over, and Nikki's over there going, thank goodness everybody's hitting. Thank goodness everybody's hitting. And here comes McCool. She had a great routine on Thursday, and here it is on Friday, and it's much better on Friday. You can't do that first pass any better than McCool just did that. Her middle pass is a whip to a double twist, and her landing here is perfect, a lot better than on Thursday's preliminary competition. And her last pass is a front double full. She has a little bit of a crossover there coming out of it, which would be a small deduction, and scores a 9.9. So that's our 3rd 9.9 in a row following Nikki's fall in the first event. And just the team is getting more and more excited. Here comes Tiffany, just an unbelievable double Arabian first pass. Nails the landing. There's no deduction there. That's just absolutely gorgeous. Her middle pass, front full, front layout, nice and high. That's how you're supposed to do that pass right there. And her last pass is a double pike, and we are getting excited. You can't see the team over in the corral right now, but everybody is jumping up and down, just going crazy. And there's a nice, nice double pike at the end, a strong routine from Tiffany, and she scores a 9.925. So again, the momentum is growing. Everyone is going crazy in the corral, especially Nikki. And we are keeping our focus, one routine at a time, one skill at a time. Here comes Courtney Coupette's another double Arabian with a stock landing. I mean, talk about being in the zone this weekend. On Thursday, she hit 4 for 4 for the all-around title. On Friday, she is coming in just nailing everything. Just what a mental giant she's been the entire weekend. Here comes her middle pass, front layout, front Rudy. A little bit knees right there, but who cares at this point of the season? All we care about right now is hitting one after another. Florida made some mistakes on floor exercise. I don't even know that the Georgia team is aware of that, but they do know right now they are competing for their 3rd in a row national championship. You can just see the energy throughout the competition. And here, Courtney Coupette's getting ready for her final tumbling pass. And the last couple meets of the season, she's been nailing it, so everyone has a lot of confidence in her right now. Courtney has scored a 9.95 or higher in 7 out of 16 routines during her NCAA championship career. Just what an athlete she is, and a great person to be in this anchor position right here. Now she's coming down for the last pass, a double pike for a stuck landing. Wow, look at that. You just don't even know how excited the Georgia team is right now. She scores a 9.95. last up. And we come back from a fall in the first event with 5 hit floor routines. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where Georgia won the national championship this year on the event that cost us the SEC title. We come back, and that's where we win it, right there, because we are so far ahead of the competition right now, and we're headed over to vaulting.
Ask the Gym Dogs, brought to you by Arrowhead Clinics. And this week's question is, when does the national championship meet going to be televised? And the answer is May 12th. It's Saturday at 4 o'clock Eastern on CBS. Welcome back. Well, you can see the just true grit and tenacity of our team after Nikki falls on floor, the way they bounced back and just refocused, and just unbelievable 5 routines after that for a 49.575. We're now headed to vault with Utah having gone 49.1 on bars. So it's down to us in Florida, and we've got about almost a 3/10 lead going into the final rotation, and we really just need to nail that coffin shut.
We do, and the team doesn't know what the score is right now. I think they can sense it because of the excitement on floor exercise, but they don't really know, and this is just going to be a great rotation. We could feel it coming. Okay, now we're headed over to the last rotation. We are ready. We are in this. We're ahead. The team does not know how far ahead we are, but we are almost 3/10. Look at that vault. That's another great vault from Paige. 2 days in a row. Wow. She just came through like a champion, starting us out. I mean, those start-off routines are so key to the momentum of the team. And here's Megan Doolin. Look at the height on that. A little hop, but how strong is that vault? I mean, yesterday and today, 2 days in a row, Megan just really, really pulled one out that was better than she's ever done. She scores a 9.9 in this final day of competition. Third up in vaulting, Marcia Newby. Yesterday in the preliminary round, she scored a 9.9. Pretty big hop right there, and scores a 9.85. And as I said yesterday, Marcia nailed hers, and she is a freshman first-team All-American on vaulting. Megan also was first-team All-American on vaulting on the first day because of her 9.925 that she scored in the preliminary round. Fourth up on vaulting is Katie Heenan. Katie had a little bit of a hop in the first day of competition. She comes back when we need her and nails this gorgeous, I mean, to me that was a 10, a just perfect vault, 9.95, ties her season high, and that really is the winning vault. The team does not know that, but we do have to get one more score in there, but there's no way any of the competition can beat us at this point. We came to vaulting 3/10 ahead. There's no way after Katie lands this vault, as long as we put one more on her feet, that anyone can take this championship away from us. And I know that Florida and Utah and everybody else in the arena knows that this is Georgia's title. We will not be denied. A wounded dog is pretty darn dangerous. Here comes Courtney Kupetza nailing the coffin. Beautiful vault. Moves her feet, but at this point we're so excited. We did not need perfect vaults. We just needed vaults on the feet. And Courtney has a 9.9 for her vault. And last up, the final routine of the evening, Tiffany Tolnay. She's a first-team All-American on vaulting, and she pretty much comes close to nailing that vault, 9.925, and Georgia wins at their 3rd consecutive NCAA title, comes in here as the #3 seed, and wins another national championship. Just what a day, what a meet. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. We just rose up, and that was the theme, rise up, and the team came back through. Nothing's official, of course, but we are pretty darn excited back there. Let's see it again. Tiffany Tolnay on the last vault of the competition, 9.925, and Georgia's team score on vaulting is a 49.525, and it ties the nation's top score in the final event of a national championship. And it was just an incredible meet, and we finished the overall competition with a score of 197.85. Routine of the Week brought to you by Athens Regional Medical Center, and this time we have 3 of them. On Thursday's preliminary round, Paige Burns on vault, starting us out. Then on the final day of competition in the Super 6, Courtney McCool scoring a 9.95 after some mistakes from the first 3 gymnasts. And lastly, Grace Taylor on the floor exercise, nailing a routine for a 9.9. All of those are Routines of the Week brought to you by Athens Regional Medical Center.